Good morning, Europe. Thanks for starting your day with us. Let's get you up to date with the top stories. Gibraltar has released an Iranian oil tanker that was seized by British forces last month, but the tanker hasn't set sail yet. Still stranded at sea, migrants aboard rescue ship Open Arms in the Mediterranean are anchored in Italian waters, but the vessel cannot dock there. Over in the Cube, our social media news desk.
52 weeks of the Fridays for Future movement, we take a look back at how young people have been mobilising for climate action.
And celebrating Woodstock's 50th anniversary, the famous festival that set the templates for rock music for the next half century. Welcome to the programme with me, Rosie White. Gibraltar freed the Iranian oil tanker which had been seized by British Royal Marines last month, but it did not immediately indicate when or if the ship would set sail. This after the United States launched a last-minute legal bid to hold the vessel. Gibraltar officials did not make clear whether the US bid would mean the ship would have to be detained further or for how long. The Grace 1 was seized on July the 4th on suspicion of violating European Union sanctions by taking oil to Syria. 2 weeks later, Iran seized the British flag tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. Well, joining us for more on this story, we're going to London to speak to Vincent McAviney, but also Hamid-Reza Homoyounifar in Tehran, and we'll go there first. Morning to you. Just give us a little bit of an indication. What's been the reaction in Iran to news of the release of this oil tanker?
Well, basically in Iran, from the people's side, I can say they're finally happy that the news about the oil tanker has finished. But about the politicians, I can say that they're mainly focusing on what the United States government did on requesting Gibraltar to keep seizing the oil tanker and not let it go, and it was finally freed. Well, actually, there have been issues such as mentioning that Iran has committed itself to not selling oil to Syria, which has come up as an issue, but Iranian officials, especially Foreign Minister Zarif, today released a letter sent from Mr. Badiinejad, the ambassador of Iran in London, sent to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of England, stating that Iran is not accepting any sanctions set by the European Union for non-member countries. Also stating that Grace 1 was never meant to go to Syria.
Are the authorities giving any indication of what's most likely to happen to the UK oil tanker that's been seized in Hormuz?
Well, basically, the question was asked yesterday from an official in the Ports and Maritime Organization of Iran, and it was stated that because the British oil tanker had violated three main rules of like turning off its GPS and entering Iranian national waters and not paying attention to the warnings being given, it has been seized. And it wasn't just the case what happened to Grace 1. So they're saying that the judiciary system of Iran needs to decide on that. However, it's believed that there is going to be a kind of cooperation maybe between Iran and England after the release of Grace 1.
Hamid-Reza Homoyounifar, live for us in Tehran. Thank you.